All right, let's get right into Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind by Dr. Georgia Ede, who is a Harvard-trained psychiatrist who has more than 2 decades of clinical experience in psychiatry. So I learned so much from reading this book, and this is my way of giving back, sharing a little bit of what I learned, and also venting my conflicts with some things in this book. So first and foremost, I want to give some praise to her book and her style of sharing with us. All of the arguments she gives are research-based, science-based evidence. So she is dealing with biology and not ideology, which is extremely important when we're talking about mental health. One thing she does in this book is she challenges a lot of the widely held myths we have around food and mental health. Like, for example, how we all believe that blueberries are the saving grace for your brain, or that eating dark chocolate is really helpful, or even drinking red wine, which is really not the case. Further, she provides science-based evidence of why vegan and vegetarian diets are not optimal for mental health. So some key tenets of her book is that inflammatory foods and oxidative stress are largely responsible for some mental health issues we have today. So she gives the evidence of how oxidative stress and gut inflammation are linked to several psychiatric conditions. Further, she talks about insulin resistance and a compromised metabolic system being linked to many psychiatric conditions ranging from anxiety to bipolar all the way to schizophrenia and depression, etc. Also, she talks about how sugar is actually a mood destabilizer, and a large goal of metabolic psychiatry is to fix our insulin resistance by controlling our diet and maintaining a stable blood sugar throughout the day. Lastly, she provides a dietary solution to reverse this inflammation and fix metabolic damage, and she goes right into Paleolithic and ketogenic diets. Also, she goes into detail about what is brain nutrition and what optimal brain nutrition looks like in terms of glycogen production, amino acids, and essential vitamins and minerals. All of that being said, I do want to get into some conflicts I had while reading her book, and this is mainly that some of the recommendations she's making is not suitable for the serious spiritual seeker. This is because her main diet recommendation are paleo and ketogenic diets, which are comprised mostly of meat, fish, and eggs. And from an Ayurvedic perspective, these foods are very tamasic in nature. And Ayurveda teaches that the foods we eat affect our mind, which is different from the brain. So, if one is truly in pursuit of optimal mental health, he cannot be consuming so much tamasic food that has a tamasic effect on his mind. Tamasic being the mode of darkness, ignorance, etc. And this will inevitably cause issues. Now, that being said, she does argue against a vegan and vegetarian diet for optimal mental health, but she neglects to go into the science of sprouting and growing microgreens. All in all, this is a great book, a great read for you to learn about how nutrition affects your mental health. And if you haven't got a copy, you can go ahead and grab one. I got the Amazon link in the description. And I hope to see you guys again. Bye-bye.